rectilinear motions. In the previous video lecture, we have understand the concept of the speed and the velocity, the uniform speed, non-uniform speed, and why we calculate the average speed, and what is the meaning of the instantaneous speed. And in addition with this, we have find out the velocity, uniform velocity, non-uniform velocity, and from is the instantaneous speed, and what is the significance of calculating the average speed when the average speed is and uniform speed is equal, and all of these things. And in this video lecture we will solve several types of numericals depending on that concepts, so that our concepts will be clarified and clear. If an particle moving along a straight line and the distance from the point of reference of it changing according to the equation, and the equation is given like that: s equal to 3 minus of 4t plus 5t square. This is the equation, and you have to find out the initial velocity. You have to find out the initial velocity of that particular particle, and obviously this is the questions of wave g, and the year is 2008. So if I want to find our initial velocity, then we have to use the technique of differentiation, because we know that the velocity here, obviously you can say that the s is no vector is there, no I cap, j cap, k cap, nothing is there, but in the question it is written that the particle is moving along a straight line, so its direction is not changed. So we can simply use the equation. Here the s is a vector obviously, but we have not put the vector sign because it is moving along a straight line, just to simpler the mathematical calculations and notations, but it is also the velocity in the same sense. So it will be ddt of 3 minus of 4t plus of 5t square. So differentiation of 3 will be 0, 4 is constant, so it can be taken outside the integral, t is, so it will be 1, and 5 will be constant, it can be taken outside, and t square is 2t, so it will become minus of 4 plus 10t. What I have to find? I have to find the initial velocity. Initial velocity is the velocity of the particle at the instant t equal to 0 at the starting. So it will be, if I put it here, it will become minus 4. 10t becomes 0, so it will be minus 4 unit, and this is the initial velocity of the particle. The next question is, the equation of motion of an particle can be represented as x equal to 2 minus of 5t plus of 6t square meter. Okay, this is our second question, and you have to find out the initial velocity here. You have to find out the initial velocity here. If you want to find initial velocity, then dx dt, it will be the differentiation of 2 is 0, minus 5 will be as it is, differentiation of t is 1, 6 will be as it is, differentiation of t square will be 2t. So if I want to find out the initial velocity, then it will be dx dt at t equal to 0, this gives the initial velocity. So here if I put the value t equal to 0, then there will be no change here, that will be minus 5, and 6 into 2t becomes 0, so it will be minus 5 meter per second. The equation of motion, the third question, the equation of motion of a particle can be denoted as v equal to v naught plus of gt plus of ft square. Okay, if the position of the particle, if the position of the particle at t equal to 0, at t equal to 0 is x equal to 0, then calculate the displacement, after 1 second or unit time. So this question comes in AIEEE 2007. So V equal to V naught plus GT plus half of ft square. Obviously I am discussing the questions of the competitive exams. In the competitive exam, obviously the 4 options are given, but here we try to find out the answer simply. We can write down V as dx dt, V naught gt plus half of ft square. So dx equal to V naught plus gt plus half of ft square dt. Integrating both sides, we can write dx equal to integration of V naught plus gt plus half of ft square dt. The limit of the integration will be 0 to x at t equal to 0. At the time t equal to 0, the particle is at x equal to 0, and we have to calculate displacement after the time once again. So the upper limit here will be 1. So integration of this gives x. The limits are 0 and x. It will be V naught into t plus g. T integration, after that integration t becomes t squared by 2. 1 by 2 f is constant, and t squared becomes t cube divided by 3. So if I now put the limits of the integration, then just see what will become. It will be x, it will become V naught, t is 1 minus 0, g divided by 2, t square, that is 1 square minus 0 square. Here it is f divided by 6, it will be 1 cube minus of 0 cube. So the answer will be simply V naught plus g by 2 plus, it is f by 6, So this is the displacement after 1 second. My next question is, the equation of motion of a particle is given by x plus 2 equal to t square and y equal to t square minus 4. Then find the locus of the particle. Basically the word locus means which part this particle actually follows. So that is x plus 2 equal to t square. Then if I eliminate t square from these two equations, then the equations will be the locus of the particle, that is the equation of the path. So x plus 2 equal to t square, and from here t square equal to y plus 4. So from it we can write, that is y equal to x, and if I take it there, then it will be minus 2. So it will be equation of straight line with y equal to mx plus c, has intercept is minus 2, and the slope m is 1. So if I want to draw this thing, just think how it is looks like. It is the x-axis, it is the y-axis, the intercept is -2. On the negative x-axis, that is the -2, and the y equal to x minus 2, it starts from here and it moves. So this is the equation of y equal to x minus 2. This is the locus of the particle or the equation of the path. The next question is, a particle starts its motion from x equal to 0 at t equal to 0. Okay, a particle starts its motion from x equal to 0 at t equal to 0. Now the equation of motion is given as v equal to alpha root over of x, where alpha is a constant and obviously it is dimensions, obviously you can determine, and you have to find out the displacement. You have to find out the displacement of the particle. Displacement of the particle, equation of displacement of the particle. And the four options are x proportional to t to the power 1 by 2. Second option is x proportional to t cube. Third option is x proportional to t square. The fourth option is x proportional to t. And these questions comes in IEEE 2006. So how to deal with this problem? V equal to alpha root over of x. So I can write it as dx dt equal to alpha root over of x. So dx equal to alpha, we can say root over x can be written as x to the power half dt, and this x to the power half can be taken this side, so it will become x to the power minus half dx equal to alpha into dt. When x equal to 0, the particle is at t equal to 0, we can use the indefinite integral and the definite integral both. If I take the indefinite integration, then integrating we get integration of x to the power minus half dx integration of alpha dt. So this will give x to the power minus half plus 1 divided by minus half plus 1. Alpha is a constant, it can be taken outside the integral, and integration of dt becomes t, and c is a constant of integration. So this will become x to the power minus half, it will become x to the power minus half. Minus half plus half is half, so it will become 2, and this is become alpha t plus c, alpha t plus c. Now the constant is at t equal to 0, x equal to 0. So if I put it here, it will be 2 divided by 0 to the power half alpha into 0 plus c. Just think what it will be. Just think what it will be. We have to find out the value of the constant, that is c here. What is the value of the constant? The c is here, we can find out c is here, it is 0, and 2 to the power minus half, it is 2 to the power 0, so we can say that the c is somewhere series integration constant, that is minus half plus 1, sorry, this is plus half, so this is 0 into the power half, so it will be 0 to the power half, basically it is 0, the integration constant is 0. So we can say it is 2 into x to the power half equal to alpha t. Okay, so if I just square this equation, because all the options are here are in terms of x, so it will be 4 alpha square t square. So the x equal to alpha square divided by 4 into t square. So the x is basically proportional to, it is the proportional sign, it is not the alpha, is proportional to t square. The next question is, the velocity of a particle is related to that of the path length as v equal to v naught minus of ax. V equal to v naught minus of ax, or a is the constant and v naught is the initial velocity, and v naught is the initial velocity and a is the constant obviously, and you have to find out after which time the particle will reach the point capital B on the x-axis, and which is at a distance x to the power m from the reference point. And this is the question of JEE 90, a descriptive type of question. So here v equal to v0 minus of ax. So I can write down this v as dx dt. So v naught minus ax. So this thing can be written as dx divided by v naught minus of ax equal to dt. Now integrating, if I integrating both sides, we get dx v naught minus of ax integration of dt plus this is the integration constant. Now since the v naught is initial velocity, it is the constant, that is the velocity at x equal to 0 initially, or t equal to 0. So we can write down this thing as v naught minus of ax divided by v naught minus of ax. And if I differentiate v naught minus of ax, just look at this. This is basically the one procedure of substitution. If I consider this is the z, then I can say it is 0 minus of a dx, it is equal to dz. So basically dx equal to dz divided by minus of dz by a. So if I do this substitution, there will be minus of 1 by a. If I do this, just consider this as z, then it will be this integration of dt plus c. So it will be minus of 1 by a dx by dz by z, basically gives us the ln v naught minus of ax plus t plus c. Okay, when t equal to 0, that is initially, then the velocity is v naught. If I put t equal to 0, then the velocity is v naught. Then it will become minus of 1 by a ln v naught ax, x is 0, a into 0, t is 0 plus c. So from here c equal to minus of 1 by a ln v naught. If I substitute this in this equation, it will become minus of 1 by a ln v naught minus of ax t minus of 1 by a ln v naught. So if I take it here on this side, it will become minus of 1 by a ln v naught minus of ax divided by v naught equal to t. So I can write this thing as v naught minus of ax equal to v naught into e to the power of minus of at. If I want to find out the value of x from here, then it will be v naught minus of v naught e to the power of minus at equal to ax. So from it x is equal to v naught divided by a 1 minus e to the power of minus at. So this is the equation of the x. Now we have to find out that when it will reach the position that is b, that is at x to the power m, xm, not to the power, xm. It will reach at the position xm when the time we can consider that is the tm, and the tm, if I want to find out from here, that is the expression of t from here, that is a t, then the expression of t will be, after the time it will reach there, that is tm equal to ln v naught divided by v naught minus a x to the power m, xm within bracket, and that will be 1 by a. So it will reach the point b after this time, that we get from this equation, and this is the equation of motion of the particle if the v equal to v naught minus ax is satisfied here.